won't be too sad about this because he's now level 8 and I feel like he's definitely won this lane now. Maybe not by a huge margin, but has won it nonetheless.
Even though there is a trade-off there and Disruptor dies, I still think just the fact that they killed Invoker in his tower and forced a TP in from GH makes that a very nice move overall. Oh, unfortunate they got Iron Talon. Got another one. That's a better one.
What are the 3 worst tier 1s? Iron Talon is by far the worst. And
yeah,
then
I would
what?
say so.
What do you not want to? I mean, I guess it's just that's the drop off. Really,
I don't know if Royal.
I could see a buff for
that good. Like,
great. What are you talking about?
It's a bit hard to.
It's delicious.
How good it is.
Jeez.
I mean, yeah, if you love jelly. Action Heart
what do you mean if you like? Who doesn't like jelly? Psychopath. That's who. Top for bottom lane, I should say. Telekinesis onto the Razor, into the Burrow Strike, and the Sun Strike. Nope, wasn't enough to finish him off, but Mind Control still ends up getting the kill nonetheless. Hesta Joe in the meantime, and the dual target first of the game. And it's going to be close. They will get the dual victory for him. 10 damage in tow now. So good TP support, but...
opens up top.
That's true.
I think Razor has to go top now. When you TP across the map with Legion like this, Legion's stuck, and Razor will more than likely be TPing top straight away. He needs to be careful though. This matchup at this point when Ursa's level 7, you're not necessarily just able to go and link. Even though with a little bit of fail jump. Okay, he's gonna turn around now. Let's see. Not extending this time though.
This Harpy was changed, right? It was nerfed a bit, I believe. The mana capacity is a lot lower than that, but it had a little mana regen, I believe. Disruptor taken out. Hesta Joe on the run. Burrow Strike in about 5 seconds. Tornado very
that was
short.
A very measly tornado.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
GH, you want to miss a spell too? He didn't. He couldn't. He didn't have the option of missing a spell. So.
Yeah. Only level 2 Burrow Strike. That's hard to catch up to.
Yeah, I think either you... There are 2 chances there, right, for Sand King. Either he walks through the tree line and gets vision, and then there's a chance that there's a turnaround play, and he can't even reach, or he just hopes that the hero ran in the tree line and that the stun connects. So it's worse than it actually was. It's fine.
Looks to be a trade of outposts, which has been the relative norm in this qualifier so far. I'm a little bit surprised that teams haven't been trying to get a little bit greedier at this point in the game with those, to try to maybe get like a smoke gank going on the side of the map that you perhaps haven't really taken control of yet. I'm guessing you have not been surprised by the, I guess you can call it more passive strat.
I think it's hard to get both of the first outposts at the same time.
Yes.
It is possible with the right coordination, especially if you're facing a type of lineup that isn't strong at protecting zones right now, or if they have a really greedy hero like Alchemist or whatever. But you're splitting a lot of information, right? Because let's say you split 2 and 3, and the enemy team has like 4 on one shrine. Whichever of your 3-man squads go and loses the fight. So
here, the duel comes out. It's not going to be a successful one, but Weehaw is surrounded by enemies, and Disruptor was the target of choice, but he's not going to be able to find it, so it will cause his death. A little bit weird to see him on that side of the map, but great
instant smoke. Mind Control also done before this to, I believe, the Razor.
Ooh, another glimpse into Connect. Such a strong combination. And GH did steal Refraction, but will only delay the inevitable, as the tier 1 tower looks to be taken out as well. As Razor actually gets killed in the top lane.
He went for the Chen, but punished by Sand King. Overall, this last minute is still really good for Singularity. They're going to get the mid tower here. Okay, they're going to let it get denied. Nah, still fine.
It gets initiated on, but Kinetic Field will keep Weehaw at arm's length. Farther than arm's length, in fact. Looks like Urn was picked up by the Grimstrike on the bot lane. I have a random thought I was wanting to run by you. You know, the more we watch this patch, the more we play this patch. I don't know how you feel. I always feel like I have these thoughts that come into my head, like, oh, what if I put this in instead? Like, what if they rebalance this, or whatever the case may be? I don't know if you've had this issue in playing. I tend to get a little bit... I kind of forget to buy TP sometimes. And because you used to be able to I don't know. This thing feels different in the TP department. I would love for TPs to be available at the outpost if you control it. What do you think? Just say you like it.
I think it should have a canteen.
A what?
Yeah, you should be a canteen at the outpost, and you can go and buy like a burger.
Oh, like fat burger or
sure,
true burger? What kind of burger? It really depends.
Burger with a TP scroll. Burger with a TP menu. $5.
Man, a Dota-themed restaurant. That actually sounds incredible.
That sounds like that would work in very few countries.
I mean, that's probably true. If you did that in the US, nobody would know what the hell you're talking about. But it does sound cool nonetheless. All right, mind control with the blink dagger. And they have smoked up. Of course, has the ball. Rubik with the trusty shovel. They're gonna run.
Yeah, he already dug up one bounty. Oh, that's a good ward. That's a good ward. Sorry, we got a device.
I hear the Sand King ult rocking into the Legion Commander, and we Sunstrike as well, able to take him out with those Fury Swopes. We're gonna have the Grimstroke ult come into play now as TP comes in from Zitrak, so they're gonna be able to clean up the Rubik and the Chen. So despite losing the Legion Commander, able to take out both supports in quick succession, as they're paying the living daylights out of this mini-map right now.
Of course, taking all his creeps in the tree line as well.
At least he
nice soulbind. Set that up very easily. And I think the start of that move from NIGMA was really good when they got their first kill and they got Hestigo. I think you just retreat and try to push the tower with Chen's creeps instead of staying between the towers. It might have been a little bit too greedy. And now it's actually going to cost them. This will be a really big playing or a talking point for this game for both teams is they can both kill Roche. One team has TA and the other one has Ursa. So you need to deal with this area very well. Nice glimpse and GH all the way packing, and that should be Roche.
Unless pretty low. Mind control comes in with the burrow stroke, but Zitrax here to help his teammate out. Hestijo did fall. Roshan is very low. It's a 2-for-1 exchange. Excalibur does get the Aegis as well as the Roshan kill. They're going to put all this pressure to Excalibur now, so this looks to be a consumed Aegis here very shortly. Zitrax has something to say about that. Plasma field goes up, and he dies shortly after. Aegis does get consumed. Double buyback from Singularity, and Team NIGMA only losing the Sand King right now. So despite losing Roshan quite heavily, very nicely done.
Honestly, that was pretty fine for NIGMA. I think forcing it was one of the buybacks was Raider, and he kind of came into the fight too late, so probably marginal win for them, even though they lose the Roche. The biggest thing there, if Singularity could have maintained Aegis and got that trade-off, I would have been pretty happy if I'm them. But losing the Aegis immediately just means you don't really gain any advantage for the coming 5 minutes. The Aegis could have been super useful in getting maybe mid-tier 2 tower or top tier 2. Double damage. Probably go to Miracle, and okay. It's bad.
Oh boy, work. That's into the Epi, and TA does get pressed the attack, but she is done so. Looks like an item actually dropped, a Dragon Scale, and I believe, it was stolen by Team NIGMA.
Oh, it was found by, he nuked the camp and killed the creeps. And
that was bad. No. When you're at a range, you take out the creeps, and down you go.
Do you think that's good, the way it works? That you can just randomly have a fight next to a neutral camp, and whoever coincidentally kills the camp with spells, they can just get stolen and win the item.
That makes competition fun, Cinder. Of course. Stealing is the most fun you can ever have. Use that advice at home, guys. Actually, I do have a question, though. You know how the items will not drop if a hero is not nearby?
Yeah.
Like, what if, like, Invoker sunstrikes a creep, and an enemy is near the camp? And does the item drop?
I guess it does.
Are you sure?
No. That's why I say I guess. If I was sure, I would say yes.
I mean, I guess it's true.
There you go. There's some more language for you. We've been doing great today on that.
Thank you.
We're learning.
I really appreciate the lessons here today, my friend. Disruptor, mind control. All right, Burrow Strike into the Sunstrike, and that's an easy. You know, I'm actually really disappointed in you that you don't like my TP scroll idea. Don't you miss TP scroll side shop? Like, is it just me?
Well, everybody has a courier, so...
Still.
It's already pretty easy to get TPs out to yourself if you really want them.
Couriers are pretty freaking slow, Cinderin. Come on.
Listen, everybody gets a courier, and now you're complaining about your courier too. Come on, man. What do you want?
Just put a TP scroll. That's not a big deal.
I think you should be able to buy everything everywhere on the map, because the courier is slow.
Well, I am of the opinion that the secret shop is outdated, personally, but that's a whole nother entirely. Looks like Kuroki and Company.
I don't know. I wouldn't be mad at it if you could get TPs in the outpost. That's okay.
How about we add 80 items instead of 60?
I don't think it's great though. I don't think it's like hell yes, let's do it. You know.
The quality of life
okay.
is the new Dota. Please, beg you. For all us scrubs out there that don't want to buy TP scrolls at big. The courier usage the donkeys need to have a rest sometime, Cinderin. Weeha looks like he's gonna be taking out this tier 2 tower with 0 defense from Singularity. Are you surprised at all that Hesajo hasn't gone for Blink yet? He's going straight for Pipe right now.
I actually don't know how good Pipe is this game. Because there's clearly a lot of stuff that it's good against, right? Invoke a lot of magic damage, so does Sanctum, so does Rubik. But I don't know if it solves the inherent problem of can they get on top of the heroes and kill them. I think maybe both Blade and Dagger would have been nicer just so they can start fight and take it on their terms. Because they will run into the problem where it takes maybe too long for the Radiant lineup to ramp up damage, right? TA has burst, which is nice, but Razor, it takes time. He's the static link to be running on a target to build up the damage. And in the meantime, they're playing into Hand of God and Mech. You kind of need to be able to kill heroes quickly, or you the regen, I feel. Just to sustain. I don't know if the Pipe is going to get the job done. Overall, his game is also very weak right now. He's level 9 compared to Mind Control's 13.5 on the other side.
Yeah, but Cinderin, at level, that's what he can get.
Yeah, he can
just take a wild, very good guess. Thank you.
Thank you. That was not a guess.
Actually, Team NIGMA will
double outpost. Oh boy, that's big.
That is big. Really haven't used that level 10. Oh.
Yep.
Unfortunate for just meandering around his jungle.
And even better, he could have been level 10 and then got an outpost.
Yeah, that's the dream right there. Boy, oh boy. He'll find his way back. Disruptor able to get the glimpse. Here, Bull and Kuroki will be. Oh, it's very close. Damage.
They're gonna run down more. Glimpse and tag. Yes, first. The case.
No. Well, let's see how Weeha fares this game. For the mana talent again, but he will not have the essence. We'll see, actually. Maybe it'll drop for him again. That did seem to help quite a bit in terms of his spamming shock over and over.
Notice, by the way, that... Did you mention that Miracle rushed Axe?
Sure did, but Mind Control gets off the epicenter into the Sunstrike Excalibur at half HP. Getting very pops the BK finally will apply all his pressure to Mind Control. He'll get healed up by Kuroki. Looks like he'll finally pick up that kill. GH looks to be dead as well. So 2 for nothing to start this fight. Weeha getting dueled, and he might get the damage, and it's pretty close. Nope. Able to kite him as usual. 3 for nothing now. As Singularity win that fight pretty damn big. And Invoker, yeah, with the Aghanim Scepter. So you get the Cataclysm now.
Yeah, you get Cataclysm, and it's cool with a double, with it like a 2 or 3 man Sanking Stun. I don't know if this is the item you want to buy. So for those unfamiliar with the new Invoker, you get lower cooldown on Invoke every time you level up an orb, and the maximum decrease cooldown you can have is up to 0.7 before Octarine. So you can have 0.7 second cooldown on Invoker or Invoke by having all your orbs maxed out, and all Ags does is make your Sunstrike into Cataclysm, so the old talent on level 20.
Wait, does it give you the
Cataclysm
choice?
Is amazing.
Or does it become Cataclysm? I guess you get the choice still, right?
You get the choice, yeah. I mean, it is amazing. I'm not going to deny it's an incredible spell. The timing you want to have it, right? Is Cataclysm good at 20 minutes in? You rely on your Sand King to hit 2 or 3 man stuns that give you Sunstrike kills? Don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I feel like there's other builds, perhaps, that could be better in this game. like positioning items are amazing against Razor and TA. Like having Blink Force is something Miracle has. And now that you don't push yourself by not having spells to invoke, you can get way more creative, in my opinion, with your Invoker item builds. Whereas in the past, you would kind of, you know, always default to Ags as Exort.
I mean, when I first... Oh, we're going to see a glimpse here onto GH.
Oh, quick blink. They didn't follow up on it.
And
they got greedy.
Away they go.
Oh, boy.
Well, greed will be your downfall.
Yes, it will. Downfall of tornado, at least.
EMP. And there's a double burrow strike. That is a very dead Grimstroke. The fight commences, though. Weehaw getting pounded upon by Zitrax. Pops that ult, is very fast. A lot of damage was stolen. They're going to be able to clean up mind controls. It's 1 for 1 to start this fight. As the glimpse finally... Again, GH able to blink. Goodness. Just getting these off so quickly. Miracle still has the Sunstrike, gets off the Cold Snap as well. Oh my god, that was hilarious. And now they're gonna get the Tornado on top of Hesta Joe. The buyback onto the Disruptor, not gonna get here in time though.
Well done.
Bit of a panic buyback. It didn't even have tower support on it. That
very interesting.
Not happening. Yeah. So since Miracle has bought his Ags, he has not used Cataclysm yet. I'll pay attention to it. Maybe you could axe that, but just for the sinking stun? I don't know.
Then you're playing more of a, I don't want to call it a support invoker, but it's not like, I don't know, it feels like you're missing something.
You have less
like the mobility.
Play potential, I think. That's the trade-off.
Now, here's the thing that's interesting is, I don't know if this is OP, but what if Aghanim gave Cataclysm an entirely different spell to Sunstrike? Sunstrike is just its own thing.
How would you
reason to combine? It's true. No, what if you invoke Sunstrike and you get, I don't know, that's too complicated. Invoker's complicated enough.
If you invoke Sunstrike and you're at the outpost, then you have Cataclysm. That's a separate spell. Only next to the outpost.
You have to be facing a specific direction into the outpost itself.
Yeah. And if you have a burger, you have two Cataclysms.
Of course. I mean, that's just the American way. Double pleasure, you know. Makes sense. Quickening Charm picked up by Ursa. That will, I would say Invoker should probably get that, but we'll see.
Quickening Charm?
Is it like... Yeah. Was it, who was it given to?
I think Ursa has it for now. Pass it on to Rubik, I guess? Yeah, Rubik's carrying it, but he's not using it yet. He's getting so much in. Oh boy. The tracks. He should get Cataclysm right now on that stun. Well, they were expecting the fourth step, I guess.
He's alive. A nice ult for Grimstroke again. He will capitalize on this though as Weehaw applies all his pressure to Zitrax. Pop that BKB, but it's not doing it too much good here against the right clicks of that fat, juicy bear with the cowboy hat. And now Grimstroke looks to be dead as well. So a 2-for-0 to start as GH looking for more. Disruptor. Ends up getting the glimpse out, but Weeha's here along with mind control. Double kill.
That's nice, actually, that Ursa... He can jump into Candid Field. Right. So I guess he can jump out of it. Have we seen him jump out of it yet?
I've seen it a few times, but I don't know if it was fully formed yet. I just it was not formed, but
it's nice that he can choose to jump into it. That's pretty cool.
Miracle has yet to use Cataclysm, by the way. I'm gonna say he doesn't know. What other reason would you get Aghanims?
He might not have felt like there's a situation where he could use because of the staff, right, on the end of the team.
Let's see if he uses it once by the end of this game. Strike? No. Still has no.
Cataclysm also has a longer cooldown. There is a trade-off, right?
Use your Cinder. You don't buy. I'm sorry. There's no way you buy Ags.
Is he winning or are you winning?
Cataclysm.
Who's winning?
I'm winning. I'm pretty sure I'm winning right now. This argument.
It's the American mentality. It's all about winning. It doesn't. It actually doesn't matter. Okay, GA has 10 TPs, by the way. That's probably the world record.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That is pretty nice.
Sometimes
he thinks the same thing as me.
It's like, you know, what's that thing called where you go at the beach and then you have a metal... Is a metal detector? Is that just what you call it?
Yes.
The one where you're like... that's kind of what that shovel feels like to me.
Paper detector?
Comes out with his shovel and he just keeps finding fucking TP scrolls. It's like, I wish... Yeah, but you always just find TP scroll.
Like some... But bounty room is what you really... Oh, cool. He's gonna initiate it on. He's gonna pop his... Stay alive for now. Getting drained. Mask of Madness popped as well. Bitterax doing a lot of damage, but that is just the H. Chen heads back into the game, see if he can get into the fray or not. GA kind of stuck in the trees. Looks like he's gonna go down as the Grimstroke ult comes out as well. The fight as Razor applied all the pressure from Weeha. He is continuing to own right now. It is, but Weeha's very low. Nobody's gonna win the duel, and both heroes will die pretty much simultaneously. Now Miracle looks to be on the run as Singularity has them first. Let's get the go locked off. Excalibur just needs another right click, but they're not getting vision. So away he goes. And hey, Beta back to the battle. Absolutely.
I'm back, Miracle. Okay, buddy.
Help. And then dies immediately. Oh, a nice fight from Singularity. Did cost the buyback on Zitrax, but I mean,
not too bad. They lost Elena Barracks too, but it's an overall gold gain, and I think there was a lot of experience in that fight for them too. And obviously, you should always keep an eye out for heroes reaching level 25 and especially level 30. TA now level 23 coming up, and the 25 on TA is big. OGH might have just gone self to get this out. Reaching level 25 and especially level 30. TA now level 23 coming up. Use the tip to actually say well played when they made a good play, and that was a good play from GH.
In my
life. Them on Disruptor and you couldn't the TP out. Well played indeed.
Alright, on Cataclysm watch, ladies and gentlemen.
Good sportsmanship. We don't have so much of that anymore, so applaud it when it's there. When the game incentivizes people to talk shit, always appreciate some good spirits, you know?
I mean, are you saying you don't tip people?
I don't offensive tip.
In an aggressive manner? What's that?
I don't really think so. If I do, I think it's because it's friends, right? People I know well. So it's like it's like poking fun at your friends, but I don't know. It's a bit of a it's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. This offensive tipping. I know a lot of people love it. I understand completely why people like it.
Communication. They want to fight, but not able to. His buyback available. Ursa. Boom. Double kill. Miracle. Still no Cataclysm in case you were wondering. Burrow Strike comes into play as well. Razor gets off the BKB. See if the buyback comes from the Disruptor, and of course he doesn't have Static Storm, so I guess his use is a bit limited. As Miracle now going for the tier 3 mid. There's a back on disruptors. Next storm off for another 30+ seconds. Still has the 8 can be now. Again, just to remind you guys, still has Cataclysm available. Ice Wall coming in now. Jump. Hit Zitrax, I should say. This would be an essential dieback, and it essentially is 110 seconds on the. And the next looks to be Legion Commander as Team NIGMA taking the series, although not quite over yet, I suppose. They do have that Zitrax looking for the Sid now. Alacrity was applied to Weedon. It's a good way to take these buildings. Fortification. Jeep has boots of travel. I did not even notice that.
He travels in, get Glim. Comment by Chen. I think they countered. They accounted. No, they have to do so.
Oh man, and that is another death here. This time for Grimstroke. Nice static storm onto 3 heroes, but not going to be a whole lot of follow. Duel is available to use. I mean, Excalibur and it's like 5 right clicks to take him out. Good God, Weehaw. Still no Cataclysm in case. He does it! I can't believe it. It's Maker for Miracle, a triple kill,
he
an
knew
ultra
it.
kill now for
He knew it, Shannon. He knew I'm gonna end game with this spell. It'll be the game-ending play.
Come on. He knows now. But he finally looked at his inventory. Kuroki's like, what the fuck? Why do you have an Aghanim Scepter? Have you used Cataclysm? How long have you had that? It's like, oh, I forgot. But the sorry, they probably looked up the notes during the game as well.